YouTubers! Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Welcome to another Seattle housing discussion, man. This is pretty cool. What's happening here in this housing markets as stock markets start to plummet. I'm watching it unfold. Took a huge hit on my portfolio in the last week alone and what's happening with the Turkish lira. So anyways, Seattle, more Seattle area home sellers lower list prices as market cools down. So this article's from a week ago, but it's very relevant for today, even though it's a week later. King County home prices have fallen from a peak reached earlier in the year as home sales hit their lowest point for the month of July since the market bottomed out in 2012. Homes are sitting unsold for weeks. But, okay, guys. So let me explain, give you a little bit back history of what happened in Seattle. Everyone's saying it's Amazon and all those tech companies. It's not. It's not even that. What happened is when Vancouver put the foreign buyers tax on, half the investors went east to Toronto to inflate that market, and then half the investors went south to Seattle. And those are the ones that are crippling the housing market there. Then you had people from Portland, Oregon, and California that also made that difference, that moved north to well, not really Oregon, but more California. A lot of moved to Seattle and King County area. Homes are sitting unsold for weeks. Bidding wars are becoming less common. More sellers are even dropping their asking price to attract buyers. For the first time in 4 years, the Seattle real estate market is finally starting to trend in positive direction for buyers, though only after many were already priced out following years of punishing price hikes. But a lot of people did leave. So a lot of people moved to Montana. A lot of people moved to Arizona. So a lot of people moved to other states, right? The changes began suddenly in May. Normally the peak buying season, and has only accelerated since, according to new data released on Monday. The number of home sales across King County jumped 44% in July from a year ago, the biggest increases in a decade of the third straight month of huge inventory growth, according to the Northwest Multiple Listing Service. Inventory now exceeds 2015 levels, reversing 3 years of steep declines. So inventory is going up, guys, remember? And then all the pre-constructions and everything that's going to be thrown on the market is a recipe for disaster. There was a slight uptick in the numbers of new listings, but the inventory jump has mostly been due to homes sitting on the markets longer as demand for homes start to dry up. Home sales hit their lowest point for the month of July since 2012 when the market bottomed out. King County's median home price of $699,000 in July was down $27,000 from the record highs reached a couple of years to the prior month. So people are probably watching this saying, Mike, what are you talking about? It's only down $27,000. If you bought for $4,000, it's a $699,000. You're doing not that bad still, right? But a lot of people didn't keep that equity in their homes, and a lot of them used their equity as ATM machines. Woo! And a lot of people needed that fur coat and diamond ring and expensive luxury vacation and tipping people. Oh, I gotta tip you. I'm living off my house now. The record highs reached a couple of months prior. That's not a normal seasonal drop, just the opposite. Last year, July was the most expensive month of the year in local real estate. Seattle's median house price of $805,000 was down 25 large from the height point reached in the spring and was the lowest since last winter. Inventory in the city shot up whopping 60 points. Prices on the east side fell 30 large in 1 month to 947 large. So here it is. There's the Seattle. There's the closed sales medium prices. There's the east side of Seattle. There's North King County, and then there's southwest, like Olympia and stuff like that, King County. Prices countrywide, we're still up 6.3% year over year, but that was the smallest annual increase in 3 years and about half the average price growth the region has become accustomed to in recent years. I think we've hit a bit of a plateau price-wise, said Ali Howard, in Windermere broker in Seattle. We're starting to see that the ceiling looks what the ceiling looks like. Yeah, it's hitting people, and people cashing out their equities and changing the loan to values are screwing themselves up big time. Zillow reported that the share of local home listings with the price cut has grown to its highest point in 4 years and has just doubled in just the past 4 months. About 12 points of the listings of Seattle's metro area had a price cut in June, just behind the national rate of 14 points. Why is market cooling? Why is the market cooling? Real estate experts pointed at a variety of factors driving down the cool down. Rents have stabilized, putting less pressure on first-time buyers getting out of their apartments. Mortgage rates are at their highest point in years, eating away at buying power. Population and job growth in the region, while still strong, has waned. Some agents have reported falling interest among the Chinese buyers. So again, interest is not no interest in Chinese buyers anymore. So it's inflated markets, so overly inflated market. When people start paying more for what something's worth, that's what usually happens, and blowing a lot of hot air in a market starts to really skew the numbers, and people don't know what benchmark averages should be, don't know what comparables should be, don't understand what should be what and how should be what. Brokers on the ground also reported a bit of buying fatigue after an unusually fast winter market zapped the energy of buyers who are now bowing out. And prices have gotten so high that the pool of potential bidders is lower than it used to be. There's also a sort of rethinking of the market going on among buyers now, and it's showing its first cracks after years of solid gold status. I hear people are saying, we're not at the top of the market right now, that is it. I don't want to buy at the top of the markets, said Javelik Krurer, a managing broker with Windermere in Seattle. Blip or new normal? The natural question now becomes, is this a market simply taking a breather before surging back up again? Or is this the beginning of a new normal, or even a sign of bubble beginning to form? It helps to start with some context. Even though things have gotten better for buyers in the last few months, that is also because things were so bad for so long. The current level of inventory, while at its highest point in years, would still need to triple to reach the levels seen during the aftermath of the recession. So homes in King County, condos, everything, need a 30% correction to be within Western Seaboard standards. 30%, I think, will bring it to a normal buying level. Depending on high rates, how high rates go, right? Maybe 35%, right? So would still, the highest point in years would still need to triple to reach levels seen during the aftermath of the recession. The last time home prices dropped, inventory is also below levels seen throughout the last decade, including during the peak of the housing bubble. Guys, remember 10 years ago, it's the 10-year anniversary of the housing crash, or the market crash in the United States. July condo sales in King County, here it is. Closed sales, and then median prices, percentage change. Estate sales, North King County, South King County, Southwest King County, Southeast King County. And here you go. July condo sales. Home price activity. Monthly medium sales prices for single-family homes in the central Puget Sound region. Is it Peugeot Sound region. Median prices have sold for more than half or less. Ooh. 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 I'm purring like a walrus. So you're starting to see, guys, the cracks and fatigue happening in Washington State. I've been following Washington State for a long time. A lot of the real estate agents that lived in Vancouver went down to Seattle or Washington State to meet up with their mortgage brokers and real estate agents down there to fly in potential investors to come from overseas. So that's what's been happening, guys. We got a bit of Russian money coming in too, but nothing too drastic that we had 5 years ago. It's more a lot of people parking money from China, and that's what's been happening. And it's something that's it's going to obviously change the way the market goes when you have a lot of foreign money parking in your country or in your city or your state or your municipality or region or county. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Big hug to all my people down in King County that watch my shows. Quite a few people sending me messages from all over. If you want to be on my show, just let me know. Email me or message me on my Facebook page, or message me somehow on my fan page or something. I don't know. Just message me on Instagram, and we could talk before we go on the show, and you could give us a little bit of feedback on what's happening in your King County area. I'd like to know. Anyways, guys, big hug to everyone watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this. Get this out there. Thank you.